So on this Holy Family Sunday, I'm going to sum up the whole day with one word: cohesion. Cohesion means to stick together, be united, hold fast, and be as parts of the same mass. It's a simple word with big implications. To cohere is to be more than yourself. Cohesion is more than, say, confederation. Confederation is a loose alliance of political units. So that means that a cohesion is a strong connection with a certain degree of permanence, and a confederation is a weak connection with a certain degree of temporariness. I know that's not a word. Even now, if I said nothing else, you can all reason that a family is not a confederacy. At least it shouldn't be. A confederacy, ignoring the obvious political ones in history, a confederacy is like the workplace. You probably feel a loose alliance with your coworkers or your classmates. But you're probably not going to be united and hold fast to Joe, Bill, and Deborah down at the office. A family is a unit of cohesion. Our connections as family are not loose or convenient. Your brother is not like your coworker. When your brother celebrates a joyful moment in life, you should celebrate with him. And when he's going through some stuff, you stand by him and you suffer with him. Why? Because he deserves your support? Not necessarily. He could be as guilty as sin. Is it because he has no one else in his life to turn to? Again, not necessarily. He might be the most popular guy in town. Is it because Jesus expects it of you? Well, yeah, that is technically true, but it begs the question, why is that what Jesus wants for you? You stand by your brother because family sticks together. It is a bond that is at least partially made of divine love. That love is more than convenience or common interests. It's a deep personal connection that taps into our very identity as individuals. So, with our very sense of self so firmly a part of our family, that bond is nothing to throw away or underestimate. You'd be throwing a part of yourself away. Because that's how it works. Human beings are social creatures. We are not 100% pure individuals. We are tied to those closest in our lives, and family makes up the most significant portion of that network. And of course, it's a gigantic pain sometimes. We all know that. It's not coincidence that, Christmas has almost ended, the most familial, stressful time of the year. For the most part, we have more fun with friends than family. But that's not the point. Family is cohesive. It is binding. It takes a lot to break that bond. Genuine evil will do it, or a major trauma, or a supreme act of willpower. And some people do choose to utterly separate from family forever. But that is not easy, and there are consequences to doing that, because we're meant to be together. When life takes a loved one away from us, it is an emotionally harmful loss. It hurts. Willfully breaking that cohesion, therefore, is nothing less than self-destructive. It is a kind of self-harm. Think of St. Joseph's actions in our gospel today. He senses a danger in staying in his native country, so he flees to Egypt. And he does this by the urging of an angel. I say, on this day of the Holy Family, a critical detail is that they all fled together. No matter how scary or difficult that decision might have been, they dealt with it together. They kept the family together. And I'm sure that that gave them strength in those years in Egypt, which frankly we know very little about. Family is binding. It is cohesion, and that's a big part of what makes it sacred. Remember what today is? Holy Family Saturday and Sunday. In case you've never heard this before, Catholicism calls the family the domestic church. And we say that because faith is community. There's only so much we can experience of God on our own. We spiritually grow together. And the family is the most basic and important unit of togetherness. It's the foundation for all the other ways we form groups and societies. That's why it's so vital. It is the community we start with, and very often the one that's most reliable and enduring over the years. Plenty of people come into our life and then leave. That's a shame, but it happens. Your best friends might last a lifetime, but many of your friendships will not go the distance. But family is different. It's cohesive, and family is sacred because the Holy Spirit moves within a family more easily than a circle of friends. And that's what today is all about. Holy Family Sunday.